Good morning and welcome to Let Yourself Flow. My name is Anna and today's theme is morning yoga to make yourself feel great. So today is going to be about setting yourself up to take some time for yourself in the morning, just a short practice, but it can literally transform the rest of your day in the best possible way. So with that being said, I invite you to take a comfortable seated position, however that looks like to you. And as you settle into your mat, maybe close down your eyes, relax your shoulders, and just allow your breath to flow in through your nose and out through your nose. Noticing how it flows in and out. Noticing how your body feels today. And if any thoughts come up, just bringing your attention back to your breath. Amazing. This is your moment for you. I invite you to think of an intention for today's practice. Maybe it's to feel calm. Maybe it's to feel focused. Maybe you just want to be present. Trust that whatever word has come to your mind, it's enough. And on your next inhale, we're going to do an equal breath. So we're going to inhale for 4, 3, 2, 1, and exhale through your mouth for 4, 3, 2, 1, and again inhale through your nose for 4, 3, 2, 1, exhale 3, 2, 1, and again inhale 4, 3, 2, 1, exhale 4, 3, 2, 1. One more time, deep inhale, filling up those lungs, lifting your chest as you inhale more and more. Good, and exhale and 3, 2, 1. Beautiful. Coming back to your natural breath and just letting that intention with each inhale fill your heart, fill throughout your whole body. And continue to remind yourself of that intention throughout today's practice to feel good this morning and into your day. When you're ready, gently opening your eyes. And let's begin our lovely practice today. Beautiful. Okay, so when you're ready, we're going to take our right hand up to the sky, bring your left hand down to the mat, and just find a nice side stretch over with your exhale. And holding here for a couple of breaths, maybe eye gazes up towards that right hand. Grounding down through your hip bones, feeling, noticing the weight of your hand on the mat. Just being really present in this moment. On your next exhale, coming back to center, and then inhale and exhale. And again, grounding down through those hip bones. Eye gaze maybe up towards that top hand if that feels good. Finding length. Good. And back to center. I'm going to take both hands to your knees. And we're just going to come into hip circles in a clockwise motion, so going round and back. Again, really trying to focus on that grounding, noticing all points that are touching the floor. Keeping our spine long. And just warming up those hips. Good. One more time. Really working with that breath here. And then changing direction. Good. Really working with that breath still. One more time. And back to center. Beautiful. And crossing your legs and finding a way into child's pose. So bringing your toes to touch, knees wider than your hips. We're just going to bring our hands in front a sec. And just sitting down in towards our feet. On your next exhale, bringing both hands out to the left. And again, just working with that breath. We're going to do 3 breaths here. So 2 more. Good. Feel free to exhale through Ujjayi if you need to. Releasing anything that doesn't serve you or you want to release. And back to center on that exhale. And then coming over to the left, right. And again, 3 breaths here. Good. Maybe with each exhale, you sink a little bit deeper into the mat. One more breath. And exhale, coming back to center. Beautiful. Walking those hands up, bringing your knees in, and we find our way into cat-cow. So our wrists are stacked over our shoulders, our knees are hip-width distance apart. On your inhale, belly drops, eye gaze forward. On your exhale, curving your spine, drawing your belly button in. And again, finding your flow. Maybe bring a smile to your face. Smile always makes everything better. Good. One more time in your cat-cows. And curving your spine, drawing your belly button in. Beautiful. And coming back to tabletop. We're going to start with our left hand and our right knee. We're going to extend out into Superman. Eye gaze forward. And exhale, coming back. Into a little crunch option there. Inhale, extend. Exhale, crunch. So really feeling the points of contact on the floor. Spine lengthened as you extend. Beautiful. One more time. Inhale. Exhale. Good. And then changing over. So this time our right hand, left leg extends long. Exhale, crunch. Inhale, extend. Exhale, crunch. Inhale. Exhale. One more time. Inhale. Exhale. Good. Well done. Okay, so we're going to go back to where we began, and what we're going to do is extend or twist the left foot round. We're going to extend the right leg long and find our way up into gate. So with gate, we're grounding down through the outside of our pinky. Inhale, raise up. Exhale, coming down towards that right leg. Inhale, up. And down to that leg again. One more time. Inhale. And exhale. Good. On your next inhale, coming up. And then lowering the left hand down and finding our way into gate. Reach. And this time, option to either stay here, grounding down through here, or we can do some crunches. Inhale, extend. Exhale, crunch. Inhale. Finding your flow, even if you're slower, if you're faster, maybe just trying and being a little bit more intentional with the pace and not rushing. One more time. And crunch. Lowering that right knee down on the floor and then changing over. So left leg extends out, upwards. Inhale, lift both arms up. Eye gaze up, reminding yourself of that smile. And extend and exhale. Inhale, back to center. Keeping our knees stacked over our hips. Inhale up. Exhale. Good. Inhale back to center. And releasing that right hand down this time. An option to either stay, grounding down like so with your bicep to ear, or coming into those crunches. Choose whichever option feels good for you. Exhale, crunch. Inhale, extend. Exhale, crunch. Inhale, extend. Yeah, one more time. And extend. Perfect. And then slowly twisting round. And then we push onto our toes into a downward facing dog. So here we might feel we would like to walk the dog, pushing one heel at a time into the floor, spreading your fingertips wide, drawing those shoulders away from your ears, so you're sort of opening that upper part of your back so they're not really tight. Eye gaze down towards, through your legs. Maybe here you might just want to move and do some hip circles, just listening and being intuitive with your body. Good. And when you're ready, we're going to take our right leg to the sky. Inhaling here. And stepping through, lowering that left leg down to the floor. And we're coming into cactus. So inhale. And as we exhale, bring both palms together, twisting to the right, into that right knee. On your inhale, coming back. And on your exhale, really elongating that exhale. One more time. Inhale, cactus arms. Exhale, twist. Beautiful. And then lowering, pushing those hands and then coming onto your toes into a downward facing dog. Good. So again, if you'd like to shorten your stance, so you're really drawing those hips up to the sky, whilst the weight is transferred into your heels. Almost taking most of the weight off your hands. Good. On your next inhale, left leg rises. Steps between your hands, lowering this time your right knee. We've got our cactus twist. Inhale, cactus. Exhale, twist. Inhale. Opening up that heart for all the good that's going to come for you today. Exhale, twist. One more time. Inhale. Exhale. Good. Lowering those hands down. Pushing back into your downward facing dog. Good. So when you're ready, begin to walk your feet up towards your hands. We're going to just stay here for a few breaths in our forward fold. Option to stay still, option to grab your elbows into ragdoll. Just listening to what your body needs. Sometimes we feel movement's good, sometimes we just want stillness. You're just tuning into you. And when you're ready, bending your knees, slowly rising, vertebrae by vertebrae, up to standing. And just taking a moment here to breathe. Let's just take 2 intentional breaths together. Palms open and forward. Maybe closing down the eyes. One more breath here. And as we exhale, stepping that left foot back and finding our way into Warrior 2. So with your Warrior 2, making sure your heel and back foot alignment is there. Our shoulders back, core is engaged, and we're always trying to push that front leg out just slightly. Opening up our hips. We're strong. We feel grounded through both points of contact on the floor. On your next inhale, we're going to reach forward, flip that hand and come into a reverse warrior. Holding here for 2 breaths. Eye gaze up towards that top hand, keeping that bend in that front leg. Good. One more breath. Good. And straightening out that leg, taking both feet to the side before lowering down into a wide-legged forward fold. Good. Well done. And again, option here if you'd like to go from side to side. Option here if you'd like to keep a slight micro bend in your knee. Just take 2 breaths here. Grounding yourself to the floor, to the earth beneath you. Reminding yourself here as we take a moment of that beautiful intention you set at the start. Let that fill you before bringing your hands to your hips. Slowly rising, engaging your core, and then turning that left foot to face the other direction and finding your warrior 2 on the other way. Beautiful. So making sure still your feet are in alignment, shoulders are back down, again pushing that left leg and quad just slightly out. That strong warrior stance. On your next inhale, we're going to flip, lean, and rise into our reverse warrior, keeping that bend in that front leg. Keeping that consistent breath. One more breath here. Before up, twisting those legs just slightly out and lowering down into your wide-legged fold. So option here to stay where you are, or it might be that you would like to twist. You've got to keep that dynamic movement going. So we're going to open up our heart, those possibilities for today. Right hand rises to the sky. Exhale, lowering that right hand down, and opposite side, left hand this time. Exhale, lower. Remember, option to stay as you are, or you can join me, whatever feels right. Good. One more time. Inhale, exhale. Good. Bring both hands down to the floor. We're going to shuffle our feet in just outside hip width distance and find our way into Malasana. So with Malasana, if you can't do this, feel free just to come a little bit higher, hold a little bit higher. But if you can, option to come down, sinking into those hips. If flat feet isn't available for you, maybe put a block or cushion just to keep this bit steady. Pushing your elbows into those knees, opening up your heart. Again, that smile is so important for you to have a great day ahead. You know, how good does it feel when you smile at someone, you get a smile back, then that passes on, you feel good. So important. 2 more breaths here. Good, 1 more. This is so good for your hips, releasing. And exhale, slowly lowering your hands down and finding your way into a seated position. So here, just find a moment to settle into your seated position. And we'll finish off today's practice by bringing both hands together at your heart center. Breathing into that intention you set at the start. Exhaling, releasing anything that's no longer needed. Inhale, that intention expands. Exhale, release. Should be so proud of yourself for showing up today. Again, bring that smile to your face. Noticing that breath flowing in and flowing out, and how you always have the ability to come back to your breath, to the present moment, and by just moving your body, doing a short yoga, feel that impact, that real positive impact you're feeling on your body right now. And let that feeling, every inhale, fill every cell of your body. Taking 2 more deep breaths together. Ujjayi out. One more. And Ujjayi out. Bowing your head, thanking yourself, taking a moment to show some gratitude. Taking a moment to show some gratitude for yoga. Thank you for showing up for yourself today. Thank you for joining me on Let Yourself Flow. Namaste.